My father and I had agreed to say as little as possible about the bank. Indeed, never to mention it again if it could be helped. Some of the plans were evidently a little perplexing to her, but she had seen me sufficiently snubbed in the morning for want of comprehension to venture on too many inquiries now, and all passed over well, with a hope on her part that no one would be harried into marriage on her.
So I've been lazy and I haven't put this blanket away yet. And this little girl is so comfy. So even I will admit that this is maybe a little bit ridiculous. Dance clothes, and in the closet are my regular clothes. And I'm pretty sure, and then like there's stuff in those drawers. I'm pretty sure the dance clothes by far outnumber regular clothes. What comes with fasting is I get more sensitive to things with a lot of chemicals in them, and that's another reason I gave up using body soap and commercial shampoo and stuff. Sorry, it's kind of late at night. I'm holding this up because I am still in my bathrobe from having a bath. Oh, my nose itches. Okay. Yeah, so chemicals like lotion really bothers me. So instead of using commercial lotions, I use coconut oil or some kind of oil out of the kitchen, like I've used olive oil or avocado oil, and I got a big tub of shea butter for Christmas. So this is a bath bomb, that's why I'm showing it here, that I got for Christmas, and I used one of them and it's huge. It does for like 3 baths. I just pulled it out and put it on a wad of tissues. And they're fun because they're fizzy, and I'm assuming this one smells all citrusy. Hang on. Yeah, it's like a citrus thing. But on top of the citrus, like before the citrus, I can smell the chemical, whether it's like the citric acid that's holding it together or whatever gave it the color. I'm extra sensitive to smells, and that is especially noticeable when I'm fasting. So, like I went to the grocery store today and I smelled the bleach before I got to the bleach and household cleaner aisle. So yeah, something to look out for. And that's just one of several reasons that I've stopped using stuff like this and lotions that you would buy, and like, I don't know, just all kinds of stuff. I use vinegar and baking soda on my hair. I don't use soap to wash my body unless I'm actually grimy, and then I have several pieces of soap left over from when I did use soap, and people are always gifting it to me. But like if I'm out working in the yard and I get dirty, I'll use soap, but when it's just my sweat, I don't worry about it. And if you think that's really gross, I'm sorry. I don't smell any worse than I did. Like if I did use body wash, I would still just start to stink after ballet class. So yeah, it hasn't really made a big difference, and my skin is way happier. Oh my gosh, my skin loves not having soap on it every day or every 2 days. You know, it's been a good week when there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leotards on the drying rack. And some men's tights, because my husband, my awesome husband, has started taking ballet class again, and we're excited to hopefully be in a spring show at a community school this summer. Also, I finally started acting like a responsible adult and washed my toe pads, because those were nasty. Okay, here finally is some accountability. I am definitely in ketosis. I'm about, I'm just under 36 hours dry fasted. And if you saw my video from the 12th of January, you know I am staying dry fasted. I'd like to get to 48 hours because my husband has the flu and I don't want the flu, and so I'm going to see if I can defeat the flu by dry fasting. Fasting in general is supposed to help your immune system, and dry fasting is supposed to be 3 times as powerful as saltwater fasting. Trying to set myself up with good snacks for the week, so I boiled 12.5 eggs. They've just been sitting here draining for about an hour, so these will be an easy snack. Hello, it is day 13 of me attempting my carnivore challenge. I did a 36-hour dry fast. I wanted to do 48, I think I mentioned that, but oh gosh, me in situations where old habits take over. So I was at a church function, and it was actually really cool. I'll tell you about it really fast. Our LDS chapel is right next to the Newman Center up by the university, so a Catholic church, and we have a tradition, I think it's like 4 or 5 years now, of celebrating sometime around Christmas with them. Today, according to their calendar, is the last day of Christmas, so it was really cool. So we went over there today. We had our meeting with just at our chapel in the morning, and then when we went over and had a combined meeting with their congregation, and that was really cool. And then we went back over to our building and took our guests with us from the Newman Center, and the Catholics and the Mormons had really like a potluck soup thing together, and it was really fun. And I signed up to take a soup, and because I wanted to keep fasting, I meant to just kind of, the meetings were really nice. That's my favorite part, our choir sang and their choir sang. I meant to just leave after that, but I wasn't sure what to do with my soup pot that I'd left. So I thought, well, I'll just hang out here for a while. Well, because I was dry fasting, I was a little bit sleep deprived, and I ended up having some soup, and I think I made a good decision for the most part. I had a soup that was mostly broth and meat, but had vegetables in it, which you're not supposed to have on carnivore. I'm totally failing. I'm failing with at the very least, not having vegetables. So that meant that I then came home and for the rest of the day, like the rest of my eating window, ate carnivore. Even though I wanted today to, so my husband I wanted today to be a fast day, and my husband has the flu, so he wasn't able to do the smoking of that pork butt that we were planning on. So I was planning on eating today earlier this week, and then with him getting the flu, I wanted to do a 48-hour dry fast. I made it to, it's like 36 or 37 hours dry, and after I close my eating window, I'm continuing to dry fast, and I'm going to do that. I'd like to do it through tomorrow. The only things physically I need to do tomorrow is a ballet class and my workout, and then my work for tomorrow is sitting at the piano. So I think, physically I can handle that. Definitely like burning fat wise, I can handle that. But I do want to add or throw in, just after that 36 hours dry, like even before that, like last night, my energy was really high, but it was really easy for me to go to sleep. I had good energy this morning. I got all kinds of stuff done this morning before church, and like even now I still have quite a bit of energy, even though I did eat. And my skin started to clear up a little bit. It feels a little bit rough now, just because it was kind of like, oh, we were repairing things, but you're gonna stop the repairs to eat some food that I didn't even need to eat. And like, I seriously didn't, but it was just being in that situation, sitting there. I was kind of on my phone, but I was also kind of talking to people. And like, I should have just left. And then like sent someone a note to say, oh, just leave my pot there, I'll bring it home later. Or I should have left and then went back later. But instead I just sat there watching other people eat, smelling the food, and I broke down and had some food myself, when I really honestly should have just kept fasting. And like, I can't even be 100% sure that broth didn't have, like that the soup I had didn't have some kind of like cornstarch or flour thickener in it. So okay, tomorrow's a new week. Tomorrow's always a new day. And I do want to do another 24-ish hours of dry fasting, because I would really love not to get this flu. That would be really, really, and for right now I feel great. Like, my nose might be a little bit snuffly right now, but in an attempt to try and like use the food energy up, because I'm probably going to sleep warm again tonight, I went for a nice almost 2-hour walk, and it was 31 degrees Fahrenheit when I left. So I got my cold therapy in for the day. I'm going to do a little bit of work, get this edited and posted, and then I'm going to have a hot Epsom salt bath. So I'll have the two extremes of temperature. That always helps me get to sleep. So that's the plan. The cat's playing with something. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Sorry. That's the plan. And hopefully, I can get my sleep under control this next week, and my eating under control. And I have lots of good, like, I have all my meats and eggs set up. I have those boiled eggs. I should be able to set myself up successfully to eat correctly. So yeah, I'll I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow will be another short video. Happy feasting, happy fasting, happy dancing.